Yes, good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon, Kaushal, and we are happy to have you today for the ISM Germany presentation. I believe all the agents have joined, and it is like good to go, and you can start the presentation now. We are able to see your screen as well. Okay.
Thank you, Deepa. Hello, everyone. Let me introduce myself. Myself, Kaushal Shah. I'm the South Asia representative for the ISM, International School of Management, the University of Applied Science. So, the agenda of this meeting is to present the information about the ISM Germany. This university is almost 30 years old. They are majorly into the seven different cities of the Germany. I will show you. Uh, they are located in seven different locations all around the Germany. The major one is the Dortmund. Frankfurt is the main campus. The university has established the first campus into the Dortmund in 1999. Yes. Now their main campus is the Frankfurt campus. Apart from that, they are also into the college, Hamburg, Berlin, Stuttgart, and Munich. So total seven campuses are there of this university, and they have been accredited by the AACSPA accreditations. So the university is having the state recognized degree. So the degree which has been offered by the university is the same equivalent to the public university. So we are offering the same degree which the public university is offering as compared to other universities. I won't tell the name of the universities, but yes, compared to the other private universities, we are like offering the same degree as the public university, and we stands at the top 18 in top 20 private universities. So we are on the 18th rank. So the today's agenda will be we will be covering the major focuses about the ISM, the academic programs, admission process, tuition fees, and the I'm the contact person for the university as well. So coming to the Germany, nowadays the German market is booming as compared to the other European countries. So after coming from the USA, the Germany is the second preference for these engineering students who wants to establish their career into the engineering field and the business field as well. So Germany stands at the fourth largest economy into the world. So compared to the other universe, other countries, Germany is the booming market as of now into the market. So our major goal is to focus on the international students and to help them and inspire them for their future perspectives. We we are having a students more than the 80 different nations countries, the students coming from all the different countries around the world. And apart from that, we are also been partnered with the 190 renowned universities around the world, for which we have a major institute universities which are the top ranked universities. If you want, I will be sharing you the link in this group later on after in this meeting, which universities we are focusing on. Apart from that,
Kaushal, sorry for the
yes, sir.
interruption. Yeah, you are not sharing your screen.
I have already shared the screen set.
No, not visible.
Is it not visible?
Yeah, yeah.
One
It's
second.
visible. It's visible. Please.
What I will do is I will go with the particular.
No, it's clearly visible. I think there is some glitch at their end.
Yeah.
Please continue. It's visible, very clear.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Now,
sir.
now it's visible.
Uh, I hope so.
Now
Is
is
it not?
visible.
Yeah, it is visible.
All right. All
Now
Yeah.
right.
visible.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Not an issue. Not an issue, sir. So what I can do is I was talking about the focus of the students, from the university side. We are having a ratio of 1:7 students, so one professor with the seven students. If they our professors are majorly focusing on the all the students, if the students is having any issues or something like that, so we have a student we have a professors who will be focusing on the students. So हमारा जो basically like whatever the student class size is we are not enrolling more than 25 to 30 students in a one class. So maximum of our class student class sizes of up to 25 to 30 students, not more than that. So what it happens as compared to the public universities, we are not having students into the hall. Public university, there are number of students coming to their universities and the enrollment as well. So we do not have in that case we maximum enroll only maximum 25 to 30 students in a per class. If we are having more than that student, then we will divide into two different classes. So let us assume that we having 40 students for that particular program, right? Then we will divide that class into 2020 instead of making a 25 or 30 students. And the programs are basically majorly we are focusing on the practical programs. So the programs what the students will be covering their studies would be majorly into the 60 to 70% into the practical formation, and the 30% would be into the thesis basis. So we have one our alumni. I will show you that. Uh, she has already completed her major studies into the strategic marketing management, and now she is working as a senior consultant to the Mercedes in Germany. And we also have partners the students who are working at the Mars, L'Oreal, Google, Motel One, BMW. So they are our students are also working with those following companies as well. They have done their internships to this company, and now they have started their career into the following companies. So coming to the full-time bachelor's program, we are offering three major programs, that is bachelor's, masters, and pre-masters. Apart from that, we are also offering the MBA as well. So coming to the full-time bachelor's, we are offering BSc into the international management, BSc into the finance management, BSc applied data science and business analytics, BSc into the information system. So coming to the study schedule, right? We have total 6 semesters into the bachelor's, where a student will be having an internship optionals at every first completing semesters. So once the student is completing his semesters, he would be having an optional internship where a student can utilize his internship, or if the student wants to complete his all this internships at the last semester, he can also opt for that option as well. So total 20 weeks of internships are there. So if student wants to utilize this 20 weeks together, right, then a student can then a student can utilize this 20 weeks together also. Apart from that, when a student would be completing his third semester, right, then in the fourth semester student has to opt for the in overseas, that their studies will be into the overseas abroad studies. Though as I told you earlier that we are having 190 renowned universities which for which we are having a partnership, right? Student can complete their fourth semester from our partner universities. So after completing the fourth semester from the overseas, from the abroad, a student will be coming back to for his fifth semester, and in the sixth semester, student will be completing submitting his all the thesis, whatever the study student has studied till the fifth semester. He will be submitting his all the thesis to the university, and he would be completing his semesters, like his studies. And we also offers the seventh semester to the student, which is optional, where again a student wants to study his seventh semester from abroad, he can opt for that. We also offers the distance learning BSc programs to the students, BSc business administration. So a student who doesn't wants to travel to the Germany, right, they can also opt for the distance learning program. We are also offering the distance learning program, which would be of the 6 semesters as well. So student can start any time, if he wants to study a distance learning program, he can start at any time. Our bachelor's program major intake is of spring intake and a fall intake both. We are offering these programs in a both the intake. For admission process, yes, we will be requiring IELTS 6 points, and TOEFL 80 for the distance learning. So now coming to the pre-masters, like a student who's willing to study his master's program, right? Then they can opt for the pre-masters program as well. If he wants to enroll for the fall intake, they can enroll to the pre-masters and can start their program with the pre-masters also. So the pre-master program is basically for those students, like who wants to start their studies early, and if the student is not having any such experience into the following streams, like if a student wants to go into the digital marketing, and if he's not having an experience into like he's not from the basic background, let us like if student is not having a background of the digital marketing, he can opt for the pre-masters and he can be eligible for the following all those programs, that is such as international management, strategic management, finance management, digital marketing. Also, all those programs a student can be enrolled for the following pre-masters, like for the master's program. Our major full-time master's program is, I will give you the full-time master program we offer in English language is MSc into the international management, strategic management, digital marketing, finance, psychology management. See, coming to the program with the psychology management, there are very few universities in Germany who are offering the psychology management. So this is a good option for the student who wants to enroll with the psychology management. A student who has already done this human resource management in India, or either he has done an MBA from the HR management, right? So they can opt for the psychology management as well. So like we also offer MSc in business intelligence and data science, supply chain logistics, luxury fashion sales management, entrepreneurship, and international business as well. So if student wants to enroll for the spring intake, they can enroll with the MSc in international management, which is available for the March intake. And if the student wants to enroll for the March intake with all those programs, right? Like if they wants to enroll for the finance, psychology management, they can opt for the pre-masters and they can start their program into the fast track program, master's program. So coming to the master's program international, right? Uh, there is a compulsory internship after the first semester. If a student is going for the full-time master's program, right, then they have to go for the overseas studies in that third semester. And if they're opting for the pre-masters, if the master student is applying for with the pre-masters, then their overseas would be excluded, the abroad studies would be excluded. So they can complete their masters within in 18 months plus pre-masters in 6 months. So their total entire course schedule will be like their entire period will be of 24 months, in which 6 months will be a pre-masters and 18 months will be the full-time masters with the fast track. Apart from that, we also offer the double degree, that is international recognized master's degree. We offer two master's degree program to the students from the well-known universities such as Raman Lowell, Lancaster University, Boston University, Bond University. So we have certain another, like we have four more universities, five more universities where you can do you can complete your double degree programs. So 1 year you will be studying in Germany, and second year you will be completing from the following country where you would be selecting for your double degree program. Along with the bachelors, we also offers the distance learning to the master's program as well. And those, like those students who are doing a master's program, right, so they can opt their one semester from the Germany, and they can get the PSW as well from the German country as well. If they are doing a like distance learning and they are opting for the one semester from the Germany, then they are eligible for the post study work visa as well. We also offer the full-time MBA. The full-time MBA is of 2 years, for which the student should be having a 2 years of experience minimum for the MBA. So if the student is applying for the MBA in their second term, they have to travel to the abroad for the second year semester, for the second semester. where a student would be studying with our 190 renowned universities. I will show you the list of the renowned university. Just be on the line. Okay, study abroad. Is my screen visible, sir? Hello.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
yeah,
visible.
visible, visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, just 1 second. Study abroad. I will share you. Okay, these are our renowned partnership, renowned partners where you can complete your abroad studies, such as we have a partnership into the Australia with the University of Queensland, Bond University. In France, we are having with the schema insect, whereas in UK we are having with the University of Gloucestershire, Manchester University. In India, we are having with the IIM as well, the Indian Institute of Management, Raipur. Whereas if the student wants to study in a New Zealand, right, then we have the partnership with the University of Auckland as well. In USA, we have with the Boston University, the University of Colorado. So, we are having 190 plus, 190 universities where a student can grab his opportunity for the future studies. So we also offer the MBA. Now coming to the admission process. For admission, we need you have to submit the application form to me or to the your agent or else to your partners as well. You can share the details with your agent partners as well. The application form, student CV. We also need the digital photo, passport photo of the student, a copy of passport, letter of motivation, whereas it is also known as a SOP, right? We need an SOP for the application, school living certificate, or either the bachelor's degree, transcript of records, language certificate. Coming to the language certificate, if the student is applying for the bachelor's, right, and he is not having an IELTS certificate or PTE or TOEFL, then at the time of application they can submit their MOI for the bachelor's program, not for the masters. I repeat once again, not for the masters. MOI is only accepted for the bachelor's only. Then after if your partner submit an application to us, then we will be punching his application for the further process. Once the application is been submitted to us, there will be an admission test online for the student who is applying for the bachelor's program. uh, in even with the bachelor's program, there would be an aptitude test for the students who is applying for the on the basis of MOI. The university will take an aptitude test for the student, in which there would be a basic mathematics and English questionnaires to be answered by the student. Apart from that, there will also be a personalized interview for the student, where the student would be providing his motive to the university, why he is opting for the university and why he has already selected the following program. So once the interview is finished, right, they will be submitting their aptitude test to the university. So the same process is with the master's program as well. You would be submitting all the documentations to the your partners, like your channel partners, and then after you can submit your application. They will be submitting their application to the university, and I would be also reviewing the application as well. But again, with the master's program, if the student is applying for the master's program, right, then they have to go through the case studies as well. There will be a case study presentations done by the student once they are submitting their application to the university. At the, university will be sharing a case study to the student, for which a student will be preparing a case study, and they will submit all the details related to their programs further studies, and they will be presenting that same thing with the at the time of interview. The case study will be discussed with the student at the time of interview. Once you are completing your interview, or once you are completing your case studies, and you are being passed through the university, you will be receiving an offer letter within, within a week from the university's end. And once you are accepting the letter, right, then there would be a deposit of 3,000 euros for the bachelor's, and a 3,500 euros for the master's program for the deposit. And apart from that, a student would be signing an agreement with the university, and the letter of admissions as well, that they would not, this agreement is basically for not to change the university. A student can change the campus, but they could not change the university. The same process is for the distance learning as well. The same process which student is applying for the regular studies, the same process will be followed by the distance learning as well. The deadline for the application is before, if you need to apply for the visa, then it's a 15th July for the fall term, and for the 15th December is for the spring term. So before 15th of December, you can submit your application to the university, and before 15th of July for the fall term. And apart from that, we do not have any application fees to the university. We do not charge any applications for the application. So coming to the tuition fees, this will be the major concern of all the our partners, that what will be the tuition fees for the bachelors and the masters. So coming to the fees, the semester fees is 5,970 per semester for the tuition fees, whereas this enrollment fees is of 1,500 euros, and deposits of 3,000 euros. Same. All right. This is for the bachelor's 5,970, and for the masters it is 6,480. The semester fees. This is the full time MBA fee, 26,100. So if the student is applying for the bachelor's program, right, then his annual fees will be 37,320. And for the pre-masters it is 7,980, whereas for the masters it is 27,420. But if the student is applying for the pre-masters and the masters directly, right, then the fees will be the similar as 27,420 only for the non-EU students. MBA it is 27,300. Distance learning, again, it's 13,200 for the bachelors, and the masters it is 12,450. This coming to the scholarship, the university is offering a early bird discount, that is of euro 1,500, if the student is making a fees payment before 15th of December for the spring intake, and for the fall intake, if they are making an apply, they are paying a fees before 15th of March. then they are getting the early bird discount of 1500 euros in their second year fees. Apart from that, for the scholarship, the university is helping a student to apply into the government scholarships. Apart from that, with the university is not offering any such scholarships. All right, now I'm happy to answer your all the questionnaires. So you can ask one by one, like whatever your questions are. I would be happy to respond to you. Okay, there is a question that APS Academic Evaluation Center certificate is mandatory for every university. So coming to Mr. Devi, right? So coming to the APS for concern, APS is only required at the time of visa, as we are offering a German degree. So APS is mandatory for the student to apply for the visa. So university will help you to create your APS, we will be providing your student enrollment ID number. Once you are getting your offer letter, you have to submit that number to your APS form on your APS form. It is mandatory. There is a question for the Nigerian student exempted from the proficiency of English test. Yes, they are been exempted. Diksha Rani, you want to apply with the ISM, right? So you can submit your application through the joining campus, or else you can. I will share you my mail ID. You can also share your application on my mail ID as well. At the end, I will just submit my mobile number and mail ID. You can also provide your profile to me directly.
Sir, how many years of gap will be accepted for bachelor's and master's?
See, for bachelors, I would recommend the university can take a gap of to 5 to 6 years, but coming to the embassy's point of view, try to maintain the gap because they only accept 3 to 4 years of gap maximum, and it should be justifiable.
Yeah, understood.
And masters, they can give, if it's a gap of 10 years, 12 years, they will be accepting. If a student's age is 35 or if the student age is 37, we can still accept his application, right? But the gap should be justifiable.
There is a aptitude test and a case presentation, right? Apart
Aptitude
from
test
the
for,
interview,
yes, aptitude test for the students who are applying into the bachelor's program, and if they are having a IELTS, TOEFL or PTE score, then their English test would be excluded. Then they will be only for when taking an aptitude test for mathematics.
only for mathematics.
Yeah, if they are submitting their application through the on if they are submitting their IELTS, TOEFL or PTE, and if they are applying through MOI, then they have to go through with both the aptitude tests.
Okay, what about the case presentation for
Case
bachelor?
presentation, let us assume if a student is applying for the master's program in supply chain management, right?
Okay,
Then there would be a case study provided to the student. They will be submitted. The university will provide a case study to the student, for which a student has to prepare a case studies. They will provide the questionnaires, and student has to provide that case study to the university. And at the time of interview, they will be asking the student with the same thing, the
okay,
presentation which he has prepared, the case study which he has prepared, and he has to answer for the following case studies.
okay. Any trial testimony or interview preparatory aids
See,
will be
with the
provided
bachelors, we
from
can provide you the questionnaires and all. For the bachelors, we can provide it. But coming to the master's programs, student has to be prepared, what kind of questions university will ask. You never know, ma'am, because they're applying for the master's program.
okay.
And there would be a case studies that are normal case studies, like it's not that too hard. Again, coming to your concern, but yes, they would be checking a student's logic, like why he is applying for the supply chain, why he is applying for the financial management, right? So they will provide a basic kind of a questionnaires for which the student has to prepare case study,
Okay, sir.
and he's not able to clear that interview, right? The
Mm.
university is also providing a second attempt to the student as well.
Okay. And about the campus placement opportunity, sir?
Ma'am, coming to the campus placement opportunity, there are certain, like universities. University is organizing a placement offers, like they are bringing the internships at the university, where a student can apply to the internship, right? And if the student is able to find himself an internship, then also university welcomes the same thing. So it's not like a university is not offering any placement. Coming to the after the internship, a university is also offering a placement where a student has to clear the interview.
Okay. And this internship is paid or what is
These
the like?
internships are paid. The internships are paid, like the universities are offering the internship, but
Mm.
again it comes to the student's
Yeah,
capability,
it's
whether he,
totally depends on student ability and the
yes,
convenience, right?
whether he will be able to pop up with the company, the work which they are offering, the internship what they are offering, right? It is up to the student whether he will be able to accept it or not.
Okay, will the student will be able to do part time during the classes? I mean,
Say
what is
we
the frequency of?
as per the German government, they can work up to the 20 hours
Okay, for both bachelors and
for
masters,
both
right?
the bachelors and masters. Yes.
And what will be the frequency of the class days? Full weekly full days or alternative days?
Say it would be the alternative days. Coming, like it would be the alternative days. So the make, like it would be 3 days minimum a week.
Okay. What is
Minimum
the
3 days a week.
least academic score that will accept for bachelors and masters?
For
Like
bachelors,
60
we
is
are accept
mandatory?
55% is minimum requirement.
Okay. And that should and should be applied the program which is matches to his under scheme education. Like that business program will be matches for business background or cross matches is available.
Now I'll come to your point, like the concern you have asked, like for the program, if the business background only. So coming to the, like business, international business program, a BA student can also apply for that program. It is not mandatory if the student is not from the same background,
Relevant
because
background,
we are,
right?
yes, because the program which we have designed is according to the market scenario, like all the programs have been designed according to the market's requirement. So the student from the arts background can also apply into the business, international business program.
Is there any additional preparation to get secure the admission? Suppose if I am applying to business, but my background is BA history, so
So that is
my
why, like if you are from the BA history, right, and you are applying for the master's program into the
yes,
international management, then you have to opt for the pre-master's program.
okay, understood. Okay,
And it is
sir.
not, see, now I come to your concerns, like the pre-master is basically for the, like if your our major intake is for the fall intake, right? And if you are
Yes.
not from the same background and you wants to opt for the supply chain management, or either you wants to go into the luxury sales marketing management, right? But you are not into the same industry, then you can opt for the pre-masters, and you can take that following program for your masters. And this masters will be, like 18 months master. These programs would be the fast track program. Instead of the 2 years, it will be completing in an 18 months. In this case, you will not be having any breaks during your interval, like semester intervals. It will be
Okay.
continuous study.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, yes, Praveen.
Sir, any scholarship for bachelor's and master?
Sir, as I told you, sir, this is a private university, and we are only offering a early bird discount that is of 1500 euros.
Oh,
So
for
this
bachelor's?
coming to, yeah, for, yes, for bachelors and masters both. And university is also helping these students, like they are providing a link to the students where they can apply to the government scholarships which have been offered by the German government.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So the pre-master duration is of 6 months. Anjum, the pre-master program is of 6 months. Vibhati,
Direct
the
master will be.
requirement percentage is like minimum 55 percentage to secure your seat, like to get enrolled for this university. The minimum percentage criteria is of 55 percentage. Yes, Ramesh.
Yeah, pre-master.
So your voice is breaking, sir.
Pre-master will be 6 months. Again, followed by 12 months masters. No? Total 18
Yes,
months.
sir. Sir, no, sir. Pre-master 6 months and the masters will be 18 months. So total 2 years program. Your masters will be completed of 2 years only. It will be considered of 2 years only.
You told that fast track program, that 18 month program. You told masters.
That will be for 18 months fast track program. It will be in a fast track formation. If you're
Okay.
enrolling directly for the 2 years, then you will get an semester breaks as well. But for the fast track, there won't be any semester break.
So we can choose that either fast track or the 24 months. We can
Yes, that will be
choose.
total 24 months.
Okay, okay.
Pre-masters plus fast track, 24 months. The fees
24.
will be the same. You don't have to pay additional for the pre-masters.
Uh, Masters alone, that 12 months. How many months? Masters alone?
So
Direct master.
master will be 18 months and pre-master
Eight.
6 months. So total
Mhm.
24 months.
Okay, okay.
And your fees will be considered as a master's program only. That you don't have to pay any additional cost for the pre-masters.
Okay, okay. No need to pay.
So I will give you an example. If your student is from the, like let us consider from the commerce background, he has done a BCom, right, bachelor's of commerce, and he is like he wants to apply for the masters in a financial management, right? Then a student is not our major program is into the September intake, but student
Okay.
wants to opt for the spring intake, right? Then what he will
Mhm.
do, he can take the pre-masters and he can apply for the financial management as well, but he can start his program early into the spring intake with the help of pre-masters.
Okay.
Though he is from the same background, but he wants to travel in a month of March, right? Then he can opt for the pre-masters and he can travel in the following intake.
Okay. Thank you.
Because certainly is what it happens, like some of the students are not really like ready to wait for the next intake till September 25. They wants to travel in a March intake, spring intake, right? Then we do have
Okay.
an options where student can opt for the pre-masters and they can travel with the help of pre-masters.
Fine.
Yes, sir. Swapna, internships have been paid, but it should be so students should be capable enough to clear take that internship as well. Anuj Gandhi. Yes, there is a PSW of 18 months. So after completing bachelor's or the master's, student will be able to get a post-study work permit of 18 months. Say class timings are basically the class starts at morning 8, 8:30. German language assistance, Swapna. You're asking for the German language assistance. Yes, in a bachelor's program, the university is helping, like, a German language is mandatory in the studies. So they will be taught a German language during the bachelor's program. And for the masters, we are having a vocational programs for the German language. So they can learn the German language during the time of the vacations. We are offering a vocational programs for the German language.
Is the German class are paid or free?
For the bachelors, it is free, and the basic German language are been offered to the master's program as well during their vocational time, so they are not chargeable for the vocational classes.
Yes, sir. I want to know about academics requirement of bachelor's is 55%. So it's same for masters also.
Yes, please.
Okay. And sir, what about PT and Duolingo?
PTE minimum 58, 57 is must. Like, we accepted 55 because 55 is the six bands, right? But at the
Okay,
time of visa application, you would be requiring a minimum of 57
57.
for, yes, PTE.
Okay. And
And TOEFL 80.
TOEFL 80 and
And
Duolingo.
Is open
Duolingo
school
is not
suggested
accepted,
for
sir.
bachelors?
Sir,
Okay.
sorry, ma'am. Yes, Sapna. Hello, Sapna. You were asking something.
Yeah, open schooling is possible for bachelors.
NIOS is accepted.
Yeah,
Okay. Yes.
and distance
NIOS is
education
accepted.
for masters.
Distance
Didn't say.
education, we have to check it out on the NABL, right? Because some of the universities are not been accepted by the APS, the German government. So you have to check it out first before applying to the university. You can just share it to us, like, you can share it with your recruitment partnership, like, you with your channel partner from the joining campus. They can also help you in identifying the universities as well, whether they will be accepted or not, because you have to go through the NABL.
Sir,
Because
IELTS requirement.
some of the universities have been not categorized under the acceptance of the German education.
Yes, sir, IELTS requirement is same six
Six
overall
band
for UG and
overall,
PG.
say not less than 5.5.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. PTA requirement, again, I told you that you can apply with the base of 55, right? But at the time of visa application, you would be requiring at least minimum 57, because they consider you overall six bands minimum. Programs available for spring intake. Someone has asked me for the programs available in a spring intake. See, spring intake, we are only offering a MSc in international business management, right? International management, master's program. Bachelor's, we are offering in a spring intake. However, a student wants to enroll for the any supply chain management, financial management, or luxury management, strategic management, any program, they can opt for the pre-masters and enroll into the spring intake.
Okay, I'm from Bangladesh.
Yes, Arif.
Yeah, I have a question about our embassy appointment. Especially, you know that Bangladeshi students are waiting for the finally German embassy appointment. It's too much lengthy, something like that, 20 months or 22 months.
All right.
It's too much time consuming. My concern is Bangladeshi student is eligible to get the German embassy appointment in New Delhi. Is it possible?
Sir, the embassy appointments are totally based on the schedules offered. Like, the appointment open for the students. Like, it is not in my hand. Honestly saying, like, either your channel partners cannot help you for the appointments, because
Uh,
appointments have been released by the embassy only.
No, my concern is Bangladeshi students is eligible to get
Yes, sir.
the.
Because see, so what happens? I tell you, the students are coming from the Nepal students are coming to submit their application to the New Delhi. Even Bangladesh, we have to check it out whether their appointments can be scheduled to the New Delhi or not. You have to confirm from the Kolkata. I suppose you falls under the east zone of India, so probably you would be coming to the Kolkata instead of New Delhi.
No issue, no issue. Delhi or Kolkata, it's not our headache. Our headache
All right.
just India is enough.
All right. Yes.
So my concern
You.
is there any issues regarding this embassy appointment as a Bangladeshi students? They do not have the permission to face the embassy in Germany, Indian embassy.
All right. See,
That means German
again, I
embassy,
tell you,
which is
yes,
located in
German
India.
embassy. Yeah, what I know is the students coming from the Nepal. Honestly, they're coming to New Delhi to submit their applications and all.
Okay, 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 okay.
So yes, I'm sure that there would be pretty options available for the Bangladesh as well.
Okay, 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 okay. Thanks. Thanks for your kind information.
Yes, Arif, not an issue. Okay, what is the percentage that is already been solved? When student need to pay the enrollment fees before visa or after the visa? Say the enrollment fees will be once the offer letter is been issued to the student. So to secure their seat, right? If he is into the bachelor's, they have to pay the and deposit amount of 3,000 euro. And if they are into the master's program, right, then they have to pay the 3,500 euros. Once they have been clearing their interview and they have been selected, they receive a mail from the university that you have been your interview has been accepted, you have been accepted to the university. They will share you the details that this is the your offer letter for which you have to pay the minimum deposit amount xyz amount, that is a 3,000 euro or 3,500 euro to secure your seat. At that time you have to pay the enrollment fees. PT accepted, yes, PT is accepted. Priorities for the APS. Yes, see, if your student has decided that he wants to travel to the Germany for his further education, right? Then yes, the student has to start preparing for the APS documentations. Now the bachelor student has to submit the university number to the APS application. So yes, the prior take a time of at least 3 months before you can apply for the application. So try to submit your application before December 15th, because APS takes at least minimum 45 to 50 days a minimum time frame period. International applicant will get a government scholarship. Yes, the international students can be eligible for the government scholarship, but again the all documentation should be cleared. Yes, you can apply for the APS before applying to the university, because for masters you don't require the offer letter for the APS. But yes, you can start processing for your APS process. Please share the PPT of my. All right, I will share you the details on your mail ID. Don't worry, I will share you all the details on your mail ID, Sagar. But if you have any questions, you can share with me. I'm ready to help you in that case. TOEFL is accepted, Padma. TOEFL is accepted. All the programs with pre-masters available for spring intake. Yes, spring intake. If you are enrolling into the spring intake with the pre-masters, then you are eligible for all the fall intake programs. The specific program available only for March intake is MSc in International Management for masters. Then we have a pre-masters in spring intake, and for bachelors we are having the International Management, Finance Management, Business Intelligence and Data Science, and Information System for the bachelors. Yes, Ramesh, I will share you the presentations on your mail ID as well. Anything else I can help you guys?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please
Yes,
explain
Amrish.
me about the visa process?
Visa process, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. See, visa process is something like you can get details through your channel partners. Joining campus can help you for the visa process.
Okay. After paying
They can give you the
25,000, what?
webinar. They can give you the entire webinar for the visa process.
Okay. What will be the process when student receive the offer letter after offer letter?
See, after offer letter, students should be having all their financial documents to be ready, honestly, for the visa application. Because once you are getting your APS and offer letter is being cleared, right? Then there is no such big time. You have to just submit your financial documents. You have to open your block account, right? Block account is mandatory for the German student visa. Either they are going with the private university or the public university. Block account is mandatory. So block account
Is
is
that
must.
FD account? Yeah, yeah. Block account
No,
means it is that FD or self?
no. Block account is the same thing. You guys are applying for the Canada GIC.
Okay.
It's the same thing with the Germany. It is called a block account.
Okay.
It's the same process, the same thing which you guys do with the UK and Canada. In UK also you open the account, or you so submit your fixed amount. With the Canada you open the GIC account.
Yes, yes.
It's the same thing as for Germany. It is also for Germany it is known as a block account.
Okay. It is
So
a
you can
drop
ask
down or?
your so for you can ask your partner, channel partner. They will help you, which bank to open the block account, how the block accounts have been opened, right? So they can explain you in their entire webinar.
Okay.
They can help you in processing for the visa as well. They can help you in visa applications, how to submit your visa applications and all.
Okay. Last question.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
enrollment fees need to pay before visa or after visa?
After
It is
visa,
a
ma'am.
mandate.
No. See, enrollment fee is something you have to submit once you get an offer letter. You have to submit that enrollment fees, because first year fee is mandatory for the visa application.
Okay. Okay. So full
So it is
tuition fee
not
need to
like
be paid.
for first year. So
First
let
year.
us assume,
Okay.
if yes, coming to your concern, I will show you. Your first year fee is your entire tuition fee is of 27,390, or
Okay.
for the masters, right? So first year
Okay.
fees would be coming around, you have to pay 13,500 or 13,600 for your first year fees. So this offer, it will be mentioned in your offer letter. It will be mentioned in your offer letter that this is your first year fees. Then second year fees, you can make it with the help of, you can pay through the semester base as well. So if you want to make a payment of first semester, second semester, of third semester, you can make a payment for third semester, and then after you can pay the fees for the fourth semester as well. So second year fees is not mandatory that you have to make it full payment. You can pay through the semester system.
Okay. Is there any time limit like after getting the letter within this time? Student need to pay
Yes,
the.
for the deposit amount, they will give you a time frame period of 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Then it would be mentioned in your offer letter that this is the time, like you have to make your deposit within this time frame period.
Okay. After getting the like fee payment information from university,
Ma'am, your
student will
voice is cutting. I'm not able to hear you.
getting the like a payment student can put it today.
Oh, ma'am, the voice is breaking. I didn't understand what you said.
Hello, I'm audible now.
You are audible,
Hello.
but your voice is breaking.
Okay, and now it is audible.
Yes, you are audible now.
Okay, after getting the fee confirmation, like example, now student is paying the first year tuition fee after getting the offer letter.
All right.
Then student will receive the payment confirmation from university.
Yes.
So then
And
after that, directly student can apply for the visa with financial.
for the visa, yes, ma'am. If your all the documentations are cleared, your APS is cleared, you have your university fee receipt, right? You have your financials ready, you have a block account already. Then yes, they can apply for the visa,
Okay, okay.
because the visa also takes like at least minimum 4 to 5 weeks of time, minimum.
Get, get the visa decision.
Because the thing is that like you have to take an appointment from the embassy,
Uh-huh, okay,
so you
okay,
have to
fine.
be prepared for those things.
Yeah, okay.
So
Thanks for your
the faster you complete your entire process, you will have an enough time for your visa application.
uh-huh. Yeah, got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for your
All right.
information. It's
Not
a
an
nice
issue, ma'am. You're welcome.
presentation.
So for the Nepal profile also it would be the same, like if you are making a first year fees payment, it would be very easy for your students to clear all the hassles from the visa applications, like all the doubts will be cleared from the embassy agents as well. You need to clear your fees payment for the first year, though you can make a payment with the semester wise for the Nepal. But again, the college recommends the student, like if they're able to make the first year entire full payment, it would be like very easy for student to clear their profile during the embassy period. For Nepal student, for Bangladesh student, APS is not required. APS is only mandatory for the India, China and Vietnam. For Nepal student, for Pakistan student, for Bangladesh student, APS is not required. Even for the Sri Lankan student, the APS is not required. Is anything else I can help you? Any doubt?
Hello, Kaushal. Uh,
Yes.
I believe that we have solved a lot of queries of the agents today in the session today, and you have given all the instruction regarding how to do the application and the program details for ISM. Okay, so if in case our
Yes.
agents are having any further queries related to the school, they can surely contact that point of contact in GIC or you directly. Okay, and thanks
Yes.
for your time today, and we will just end the session now.
Sure. I have shared my details in this meeting, like in the chat coach. I'm
Yeah.
just sharing the details in the
Yeah,
chat
yeah.
box.
Very
Yeah,
good.
so they can, like if they want to contact me, they can
Yeah,
contact me directly.
they can directly reach you also,
Yeah.
and even their point
Or
of
else you can
contact.
share the details, as I'm not able to share the details here. So if you
Yeah,
are
I will
able to
share.
share,
Yeah, I will share.
yes.
Just give me a
All right.
moment.
I'm just trying to share my details here, but somehow the messages are not going to anyone.
Here is the mail ID. Okay.
That is wow dash Asia at ism.de.
Here is the number. Okay. I have
Okay.
shared with everyone. Yeah,
Yeah,
even
well,
me
when my
in your
message.
message as well. Okay,
Yes,
fine.
not an issue.
Fine. So thank you for the session
Bye.
today.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
your time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.